Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag dryer burner tube assembly. It's going to be a very easy repair and it'll only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new burner tube assembly. The burner tube assembly is where the gas comes out. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's damaged and the dryer's not heating properly. In order to change the part, we have to take the dryer apart. First thing we're going to do is open up the door. Once you have the door open, we can use our Phillips screwdriver to take out the two screws that hold the door on. Once you have both screws out, you can lift up on the door and pull it out of the frame. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. On the other side of the door, we're going to take off the two screws and the covers. Once you have both screws off, we can pull the front panel off. To get the front panel off, we're just going to grab it right here on each side and pull out. There's a couple locking tabs that we have to release. Once you have those released, we can lift the panel off the lower mounting brackets. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. Now that we have the front panel off, we're going to use the 5/16 inch nut driver to remove the two screws that hold the assembly down to the bottom of the dryer. That way we can pull it back and swing it over to make it easier to get the burner tube off. Once you have both screws out, you're just going to lift up and pull back a little bit and then swing it over to the side. If your dryer is hard plumbed, you may have to disconnect the gas line to move the assembly. Then we can reach in with the 1/4 inch wrench and we're only going to loosen up this screw right here so we can get the igniter out and carefully set it aside. We're not going to take the igniter all the way out. Once you have the screw loose, you can pull it out and set it aside. Make sure you're careful. The gray part is very fragile. Now that we have the igniter out of the way, we can reach in and take this screw out. Use the 5/16 inch nut driver to take it out. Once you have the screw out, we can grab the burner tube assembly and pull it out of the dryer. Here's the old burner tube assembly next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. We have to move the igniter screw to the new one. If it's still tight, you can grab your 1/4 inch wrench and take it out. The new one doesn't come with threads, and this is a self-tapping screw, so we're going to have to cut the threads. Maybe a little bit harder to start the screw, but once it gets going, you should be okay. You don't want to drive the screw too far in. You still have to put the igniter on it. Before we put the new burner tube in, we have to look at the shutter and see if it's on LP or natural. Ours is on natural. So we're going to look at the new one, and it's on natural. If yours is LP, you're going to have to loosen up this screw and turn the shutter so the screw is by the LP, and then tighten it down. Once you have the new burner tube assembly ready, we can put it into the dryer. To put the new burner tube assembly in, we're just going to line it up with the bracket, and you want to make sure this tab right here goes behind the bracket, and then you can push it onto the orifice. Once you have it in place up against the valve, we can grab the 5/16 nut driver and put the nut in place to hold it. Now that we have the screw tightened down, we're going to grab the igniter and carefully bring it in the dryer and put it up over the mounting screw. Once you have it in place, you can grab the 1/4 inch wrench and tighten the screw down. Remember, the igniter is ceramic, so you don't want to over tighten it and crack it, but you want to make sure it's snug. Once you have the igniter tightened down, we're going to move the gas valve assembly over and put the tab into the opening. You just have to line it up and push it back. Once you have it pushed all the way back, we can grab the 5/16 inch nut driver and put in the 2 screws that hold it to the bottom of the dryer. Now that we have the valve mounted, we can put the rest of the dryer back together. In order to put the front panel on, all you have to do is set it down onto the lower brackets. Then we can lift it up. And you want to make sure that these locking tabs here go into these slots to hold the front panel on. Once you have the front panel on, we can put the screws and the covers on. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to put these in. Now that you have the screws and the covers on, we can mount the door on the other side. To put the door in, we're just going to line up the tabs with the openings in the frame and push the lower one in. And then we can line up the upper one and push that in. Once you have them both in, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Once you have the screws tightened down, you can close the dryer door, plug it back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.